I kind of feel like the tale of two games there. It looked like the first period and the first half of the second, you guys were really taking it to that team there, a team that you obviously had confidence in, beating them up there in Brantford on Friday night. What do you think really turned in the second half of that game in Brantford's favor?
Well, I think learning how to win as a team has got to be something that we obviously got to put into our minds because we haven't done a lot of it in this organization. So I thought it was really good on Friday with the game that we ended up winning, but you could even see it when we got a lead. How do you protect that lead and you go on your heels rather than your toes a little bit? And then today I thought, with the win, we stopped getting away from our team play and it became a little bit more individualistic. And then when we got down, rather than doing it as a team, it became individualistic. But, the great thing about preseason is it gives you coachable moments. And, in a game like that, gives you a ton of work. I mean, it's a lot of hours of work, obviously, having to correct all that. But at least it gives you a lot to work with. So for us, yeah, we made some mistakes. We ended up losing. But for a new assembled group, I think there's going to be a lot there to work with.
And it seemed like in that second half of the game there, was it something where you wanted those defensemen to start pinching up a little bit more? It seemed like there was a lot more, defensemen really pinching up on the play, trying to get more offense going, and it led to a couple more odd man rushes the other way in Brantford's favor. Was that something that you just wanted them to try out in the preseason and make sure that they were kind of comfortable with that?
No, I'm glad you recognize that's exactly what I was talking about. That is not our game plan. That's not what we wanted. And when they go in on their own page, which would have been an individual style of brand, not our team style, not the way the coach wants them to play, and then we got hurt the other way. And that's going to be one of those things you show is the difference between not pinching on a Friday and pinching on a Sunday and the chances we gave up. I mean, 38 shots against at the end of the game, you're looking up and say, wow, we really got away from our game plan. But luckily for us, it's in preseason, and so it didn't cost us anything to learn a lesson, so we'll find a way to correct that.
I know last year you said you wanted the guys to play with raw emotion, and against this team, it's a rivalry. These two teams don't like each other. There's a lot of jawing after the whistles, after the periods, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of penalties. So what's your message to those guys when they get in those situations against a team that, you don't like them, they don't like you, and being able to go out there and keep their mind straight while also leaving it all out there on the ice?
Well, I mean, I think you got to practice like you play and play every game like you would. Doesn't matter, it's exhibition, regular season, and I didn't think our guys did that. But the guys that really stood out to me as far as physical play, Mason Ray, Vermeulen was really good. I thought it was one of his best games, and I told him it was my fault. I didn't get him on the ice a little bit more because he deserved it. But when you do play with raw emotion, you're into the game, and the guys that lack that, unfortunately, haven't had success in the last two games. So they got to find a way. I don't care whether it is, and they stood out for the wrong reasons. So when they do play with the emotion, they're standing out for the right reasons, and gave a lot of praise to the guys that played with that type of raw emotion there tonight.
What did you think of so far Andre Lashko coming in off waivers, a guy that comes over from the QMJHL, an NHL drafted player? Has he come in, motivated and, wanting to make this team and wanting to make an impact so far? What have you seen from the first week of him?
Yeah, checking every box. I mean, he was their best face-off guy. He was big. I mean, he's found the score sheet every single game. I mean, he's been, everything that we thought he would be. So we're really, really happy with him so far. No complaints.
And lastly, Owen Flores getting tonight. He looked pretty solid out there. Looked like he got left out to dry in a couple of goals. How are you going to kind of go about this goalie rotation? I know in training camp you said that it was an open competition between the two of them, and then Matt Humphreys waiting in the wings as well. So how are you going to kind of go about this and really name a starter when you get to week one?
Well, right now, I mean, I absolutely in love with Charlie's game. I thought he was really good, and I don't have anything negative to say about Flo. I thought the opportunities that we gave up were almost unfair. Couldn't do anything. A couple breakaway goals, backdoor stuff. So, what it will be is, the guy that gives us the best chance to win night in and night out is we're going to roll with. We're here to make the playoffs, and that's what we're going to do. So, whoever gives us that best chance, that's what we're going to end up with.
Thanks, Coach. See you in about a week and a half.
Thank you.